So hello everyone, Suryansh this side, and today we are going to discuss our Uber presentation. And the previous video, the first video in which we discussed about Uber business model, was in this specific video we are going more in detail, doing technical analysis of Uber. Okay, so this analysis we are doing with the MySQL database management system. Okay, so let's start it. So our company is Uber, and this is our course MKT322. Our group members are Shashi Kushwaha, Buddan Kumari, Lakshana, Suryansh, it's me, and then we have Gaurav and Prince Gupta. So in first go we create the database, and uh, we have basically five tables we introduced in database. And by the way, this whole database is based upon uh, hypothetical thing, and we have created this data hypothetically because the data which we were getting was so large, and they were not good for our analysis because we are facing with a lot of problem in with our system. Okay, so we have create a data called customer table, then we have driver table, then we have trip table, then we have pricing table, and last we have location table. And talking about our customer table, so here we have created first of all we have created customer ID, which is a primary key, and then we have our name, which is a varchar. uh, then we have our age as integer, then we have gender, location, and registration number. The chronology which I have been used here is respectively goes with the data that we have input in this table. As you can see, let's say the example of this data. So here, the first is customer ID, then we have customer name, then we have age, then we have gender, male or female, and then we have location, and last we have registration date. The next table is our drivers table, in which we have created the driver ID, which is a primary key, which is acting like a primary key. Then we have name of the driver, then we have age of the driver, then we have a type of vehicle which driver is using, whether it is sedan or SUV. Okay, then we have year of experience, which is in integer form. Then we have rating, which is given by the customer. And next table which we are using is our trip table. ID is a primary key, then we have customer ID, then we have a driver ID, then we have a pickup location, the place where the place where customer started his journey. Then we have drop off location, the place where the destiny of the customer reached to his destiny. Then we have our distance covered, and then we have price like prices. Then we have trip date, then we have our foreign key as a customer ID, which taking reference from customer ID. And another foreign key is driver ID, and with reference with driver IDs. Okay, now heading towards our next table is pricing table, in which pricing ID is our primary key. And then we have a base fare, which is charged by Uber to the customers. Then we have a distance rate, then we have a surge multiple, then we have a time of date. All this data which is inputted in this table is in chronological order, same as we have written in this code. Then we have our location table, in which location is acting like a primary key, city as varchar, and state in varchar format, and average trip distance and average trip prices in they can also be in decimal. Okay, then we have our then we have introduced some of our charts. Okay, so in charts we have first chart that we have is peak month. Identify the busiest month for trip. So this table, basically we have imported all the tables data into Excel, then we used the pivot charts, and then we have created all these charts which are specified in this presentation. So first of all, on x axis you can see we have date record date relative to month. Then we have on y axis we have our sum of distance and this average of prices. The red histogram is showing you average of price, and the blue is showing you a sum of distance. Now heading towards our next chart is the busiest day for the trip. So as you can see, by running this code, and these codes will also run in our SQL. Some of the codes will definitely run in SQL in coming in after this presentation. Okay, so as you can see, we have a sum of trip count and days in x-axis, and a sum of trip counts in y-axis, and then we have our days and count. This analysis is done in SQL. Okay, then heading towards our next slide is the most frequent travel route, and the chart which you can see in your right side is our SQL database queries, and then on the left side this is our Microsoft Excel chart. This is basically a pie chart based upon the uh, frequently traveled route. Okay, then we have our uh, customer stop using services. The customer, basically we called it as a churned customer who have left or stop using the Uber app. So this query we have run for getting this result. This will also discuss in further this video. Okay, so as you can see, like we have run this code and we are getting this result. Okay, our next chart is related to our customer feedback rating to uh, overall satisfaction, that what satisfaction are they getting after the ride. Okay, so here again you can see this is on the right side you have your Excel uh, chart which is showing you the average rate the average of rating and sum of year of experience. The sum of experience is denoting the experience of driver. So the driver are with more experience, they have got a little bit good average rating here, but most of the driver in the Uber, we can say after looking this chart, that have got a good amount of rating, which is uh, average of 4.69, which is a great rating. Okay, then further we have the chart of driver earning based on the factors like days worked, trip distance, and search pricing. And here in right side, as you can see, the SQL, that driver IDs and total earning of the driver, and on left side we have our Excel. And in Excel you can see that the driver's name are specified on x-axis, and on y-axis we can see that the average trip distance and average of trip pricing are listed. The yellow histograms are showing the average trip price, and the blue histograms are showing average trip of the distance. Okay, then we have location consistency, high demand for riding. So basically this chart is showing us that what are the location that we are using. So like the what location the customer are using sorry, for most frequent basis for their travel. So the query is here, pickup location, then we have a count as a trip count, and we selected from trips the group by pickup location and ordered by trip count with a decreasing order. Okay, so after running this query we'll get this kind of a result. Then we have a calculate the average rating and total revenue for each driver. So as you can see here, the result is showing total revenue and average rating. So this thing we will also will further do in our in our SQL query. Okay, then we have a count number of trips per month, like what kind of trips we are getting per month. So like per month total trips that we are getting is 2. So In this, the data is given that how we can analyze the monthly distribution of trip, identify peak period, optimizing resources allocation, and enhancing operational efficiency. Okay, so all these data which we are looking here are important for the data analysis of Uber, and that's how we analyze the data. Okay, then we have total booking have been made by male and female till now. So the total booking of male and female according to our hypothetical data is same, which is a good thing that male and female both are considering our app as the same, because Uber, as we have also discussed in the business model PPT, that it's safer from other services, other transport services. So that's the reason. Then heading towards our next slide, which is determining the number of trips taken with each type of a vehicle of the group value in reverse at alternate order. Okay, so here we can see that the customer are preferring more sedan, and due to their comfort, and on the second number the customer are preferring SUVs, and on third number the customer are preferring van, and on the last number, fourth number, the customer are preferring electric vehicles. Okay, and in PPT you can see the visualization of it, that the EV and van are on the same place, but the number of sedan is greater when it's come to customer preferences, and on the second is SUV. Now heading towards our next slide, which is the total booking have been made by male and female till now respectively to their car and they chosen. Okay, so male are choosing more sedan, more number of males are choosing sedan, and females also like sedan and SUV as equal, and male and female then they like van as equal. But when it's come to electric, the male is the male are least interested in electric, and female are also greater than the number of male which who are selecting EVs. Okay, so these are the analysis. Based upon this analysis we can conclude that it become very risky for Uber to introduce any e-vehicle, which means electric vehicle, in their segment. Okay, because the data which we are getting here is not satisfy EV at all. Then we have how the average rating of driver co-related with their year of experience is, as you can see here, the as you can see in the result of this query, that year of experience is greater, year of experience is greater, so the number of rating is also improved. Although we can say that the number of the year of experience does not make a very big change here, because all the rating which we can see here is average of 4.6, rather than if we compare the year of experience. So you can see that the driver with 2 years of experience, he is also getting 4.6 as a rating. So we can say that the year of experience does not matter more here. Okay, and the next slide is how drivers have the rating of 4.5 or higher. So the driver which have the rating greater than 4.5 are 17, which is a good number as per our data, and the total number of data is 20 driver, out of which 17 are getting more than 4.5 rating. Okay, then we have customer who have spent most sorry the customer who have more spent on Uber trips in the last year. Okay, so we have customer IDs 10, total spent. So customer ID 10, customer is spent 52. This 52 is in the order of dollar. So, okay, so this customer have put more amount of money, most amount of money in Uber app. Okay, so now we'll see that the average distance rate of average rating based upon the times in a day. Okay, So we can see on x-axis we have early morning, mid-peak, off-peak, peak, or surge. So on surge we are getting most of the rating, and as you can see here, the rating is near about uh, 3.5 to 4. And in early morning, I think people are very busy. That's why they do not get the time to share their feedback. Okay, now heading towards our next slide is the state distance average trip. Okay, so as you can see here that uh, the total of the state, these states are written as a code on x-axis, which we can see here. US stands for United States, NV stands for Nevada, and CO stand for Colorado. Then FL stand for Florida, and etc. Then we have distance, and this distance is in the terms of so this distance is a terms of mile, because in USA, because the data is based upon US system, so it should be on miles basis. Okay, then we have a total trips through the year with high crossing state. So the total number of trips here, as you can see, the Texas is with a good number of trips, as you can see here, but the highest is CA, which means Colorado, as we can see this on this data. Okay, and now it's time to go on, jump on our SQL coding thing. To We are going to run few codes related to Uber, as I told you in a previous video. So here, as you can see here, that we have created a database, a hypothetical database of Uber, in which first of all we run it as a create database. Then we use Uber. Okay, then we have a customer table. We have created a customer table in which we have written customer ID and our customer ID with integer, and its primary key. Then we have a name as varchar, age as integer. Then we have gender, location, and registration. The reason why I have already written out these things, because these are the basic thing, and if we are going to write all those things in this single video, then it become very lengthy for all of us. And so that's the reason we are going we have already we have already uh, write out these things in advance, so that we only have to run the important and necessary codes in our this video in this video lecture. Okay, so now as we can see here that we have created our database uh, as Uber. Then we have this customer table, and the data which we have put in this table is the same chronological order as we have specified here, which is important, because if we do not, then the code will not run properly, and our database could not be formed. Okay, so here, as you can see, that we have firstly we have write out the uh, customer ID. Then we have a customer name as varchar. Then we have our customer age. Then we have gender, whether it is female or male. Then we have our location, Chicago, Los Angeles, Houston. Okay, then we have registration date. Now same as we have created we have created the drivers table, in which driver ID is acting as a primary key. Then we have name, age, vehicle type, and year of experience. Okay, then we have rating in decimals. Okay, so now as you can see here that this is a driver's ID, this is driver name, driver age, and on fourth position we have a type of car which driver is driving, like it's a SUV, sedan, or van, or electric vehicle. Okay, and then we have year of experience and rating. Then we have our trips table. In trips table we have a trip ID as a primary key. Then we have a customer ID, driver ID. Pickup location is the location where the rider book is ride, and from where the ride started, that is pickup location. And then we have a drop off location, the location where the destiny of the customer is completed is our drop off location. Then we have a distance in the distance also can be in decimal. Then we have price, then we have trip date. Okay, now in this table we have two foreign keys. The first is customer ID, which reference is taken from customer ID. Then we have a foreign key of a driver ID, which reference is taken from drivers table. Okay, then we have insert our data in the same order. Okay, so here is the data. Now we have our pricing table. In pricing table, the pricing ID is primary ID, and base fare can be in decimal. Distance rate also can be in decimal, and surge multiple. Then we have a time of day. Okay, so as the data we have write down here, time of the day, we have a different time of the day, like mid park, off mid peak, off peak. Okay, and we have surge, early morning. These are the time of the day which are specified here. Okay, then we have prior location table, as you can see here, like location acting as a primary key. Then we have city, state, and varchar. Okay, varchar is acting in both city and state because it's in a string format. Okay, then we have average trip distance in decimal, average trip price in decimal. Okay, the data which we have put in here is in same chronological order as this table is created. Okay, so now the time is to write some queries related to it. So the first query that can be written down is we can like say we can identify the busiest day for that trip. Okay, so we are going to write as okay, so we are going to write the busiest day of the trip. Okay, busiest day of the trip, we are going to type. So we will first uh, select uh, day as trip trip date as days. Okay, then as days, then we'll also return count as trip count. Okay, because we also need the exact number of the trips, so that's why we are writing a count. Okay, so let's check our select day. Then we have a trip date. Okay, then we have uh, as day count. Okay, now we are going to write here the place from where it this data will be picked up. So it will be picked up from trips. Okay, then we have to group it by day, trip date. Okay, then we have to make it in order, so we will type order trip count. Okay, as decreasing order. We can also leave it like this, but we need this data is to be in decreasing order. So first of all, we can okay, so I cannot see any error in this. So let's try to run this. Okay, so here the result is in front of you. We have a date and the trip counts of the days according to uh, according to this query. We have got our result. Okay, so this result is all about the like busiest uh, of trips. Okay, so let me specify here. So this is all about identifying the busiest day for trip. Okay, so it's identifying the busiest day for the trip. Okay, for trip. All right, so this is busiest day for trip. Now let's write down our second query. So the second query can be we can like determine the most frequent travel route. Okay, so let's write down that thing. Okay, so we are going to determine the most, okay, determine the most frequent day for trip. All right, for trips. Okay, so here we are going to write this code regarding this. So first of all we will select day, uh, then we'll write trip date. Okay, then we'll write it as a day, days, then we'll, okay, then we'll count as trip count. So the reason why we are writing here count is because we simply want the number which we have, which we are getting from the result. So from trip, uh, okay, because it's a SQL is a case sense, is not a case sensitive, so it doesn't matter whether if we are writing in like small case or like a small case or uppercase. Okay, then we'll group this data. Okay, so wait a minute, I think okay, so sorry for the mistake. Actually we have to determine the most frequent day for trips. Okay, so for most frequent day for trip we can write there should be okay, the most frequent day for trip, I think okay, let's do one thing. Let's I think the determine the busiest day. Here we have determined the busiest day in our first question. Do one thing. Let's determine the most frequently travel. Let's determine most frequently travel route here. Okay, travel travel routes. That will be much better question that we can form here. Okay, so what we have to determine the most frequent travel route. So what we have to change here. So we'll select okay, so we'll have to change here the pickup location. That's how we are going to determine our location. That's how we are going to select our route. So first of all, pickup location, pickup location, then we'll see then we'll take drop location. Okay, then we'll use our count, because we have to count the pickup location and drop location. Okay, then we'll use count as a trip count. Okay, so from trips then we'll go with the group by pickup, group by pickup location and drop location. Drop location. Okay, so with this we also have to order this code by trips. The reason why we are ordering these tables are because we will get more concise data in this after you know writing this, and we are using it as in decreasing order. Okay, so let's cross check the code here. So we have selected pickup location, drop location, count, Okay, as trip from trip. Okay, so I think this code is good for running. Okay, we are getting an error code, so let's see what's error code. Unknown column drop location. Okay, so let's check it out again. Okay, so okay, so it is a drop off location that we are mistaking here. Drop off location in our data, it's drop off location instead of drop location. That's why it's showing error. Now try to run it again. Okay, so here we have got our data like pickup location from, as you can see, Hollywood, Los Angeles. Then drop location is Monica Pier, Los Angeles. Okay, so trip one. So we are getting our result pretty good, pretty accurate here. Now let's head toward next question. In third question, we'll find that okay, so it's our, yeah, it's our third question. In this, we'll find that due to some technical issue, I had to stop that video. Okay, so now I'm starting again with the third question. In this third question, we'll find that how many total bookings have been made by male or female till now. So let me write how. Okay, let me write how many uh, total booking have been made by male or female till till now. Okay, so in this we'll find that how many bookings have been made by male or female till now. So first of all, we'll select. Okay, wait. Let write. Let me write it at previous line down so that it's more clear to you. Okay, so first of all, we'll select C as gender. Then we'll do. Then we'll want to count. Okay, so okay. Then we'll want to count as T trip ID. Okay, as T trip ID. Then we'll write as total booking. Okay, then we'll write. Then we'll take from customer as customer as C. Okay, then we'll write. Then we'll join the trips as T C customer. Okay, customer ID. Sorry, T customer. Okay, ID. Then we'll do group by C gender. All right, so first of all, we'll see that how this code is being written. So C gender, then we have count trip ID. Okay, then we have as total bookings from customers as C. Then we join trips as a T. uh, okay, so here we should write as a T uh, on. Okay, now it's the error which we were showing, which it was showing earlier, it's not there. Okay, so other things are also great. I think we should lock this, and yeah, we can run it. Okay, so here we are getting our result that the gender who are booked, the total booking is 9 and 9. So from here, as we also discussed in PPT, that uh, as per our hypothetical data, the number of male and female who are booking Uber is equal, because it's obvious that safety is the biggest concern for the customers. Okay, sorry for this, for the customer. And as we can see that the other transportation systems, the Ola has more, less uh, gender like gender's concern, like male and female. So it's much better. Now in our fourth question, we'll see that how many totals booking have been made by male and female till now, respective to car chosen, which means what car are they preferring. Okay, so let me down it as booking made by uh, genders, male or female, based upon the car choose. Okay, so in this we'll see and what kind of a specific car type they are preferring. Okay, so first of all we'll write select D vehicle. So we need here the vehicle type. Okay, we'll use vehicle type, then C gender. Yeah, okay, gender count. In count we'll use T as trip ID. Okay, then we'll use as number of trips. Okay, now we use it from trips as T. Then we'll join this with the drivers as uh, D on T driver ID. Okay, then we'll write D driver ID. Okay, now in our next line we'll use join customer, because we'll also have to join the customer table here. So customers as C on, okay, on uh, T customer. Then we'll do equal to for C customer ID. Okay, then we'll group this data by D vehicle. It's a very long code, so this can be very this can be very time taking. C gender. Okay, then we also have to introduce order of the data which we will get in result. We'll keep it in decreasing order. Okay, so let's straight run this code without cross checking, and whatever error will come we'll correct it then. Okay, so okay, I think we are getting here an error. So Okay, D vehicle type in field. Okay, so D vehicle type, some error we must have done in D vehicle type. Okay, so let's check it. Here it's okay. It is okay here, and then we have in- okay, so we have a spelling mistake. Vehicle. Sorry for this. Okay, so we got our result that vehicle type is sedan, SUV, van, electric, from which the genders are male, female, and the most preferred vehicle type is sedan for by male. Then we have SUVs by females. Then we have all the data mix up here, and it's telling you that what gender is preferring which kind of vehicle they are going to use. So we have done four queries, and fourth and fifth queries will be related to our driver's experience, because the customer feedback is biggest concern of Uber, because based upon that feedback they improve all their services. Okay, so now in last two questions we are going to discuss that what kind of feedback we require. So in last two questions the feedbacks are more important, because it's all about what kind of feedbacks the customers are giving, so that we can improve our app based upon that. Okay, sorry for this. So we can do like uh, the question which is like how does the average rating of a driver correlated with the year of experience. Okay, so how does the average of rating uh, of drivers correlated correlated with their years of experience. Okay, so yeah, let's select uh, years uh, of experience, average rating. Okay, then we have average rating as average rating. Okay, then we select uh, the driver's table. So for that it will be from, okay, so it will be from driver's table. Then we'll have group. Then we have to group it by years of experience. Okay, years of, all right. I'll lock this thing. Then okay, now let's run this code. Okay, so code is the query is running perfectly. So as you can see, the year of experience and average rating of the drivers. As you can see here, the conclusion that the driver with the least 2 year of experience is getting 4.6, and the highest 8 year of experience driver getting 4.7. The rating difference is not much, so we can conclude that it's not about the year of experience which is making the difference here, but like if a decent driver is also with the least amount of years of experience can generate average rating of 4.6, okay, which is very good thing for Uber. And in this case, year of experience doesn't matter many more. Okay, now let's head towards our second feedback theory, which is analyzing customer feedback. Although I want to specify on this thing that although this theory is seems pretty simple, but it's very important for our like analysis part of the business. Okay, so the next query which we can uh, run with the next query, the last query which we can run is related to feedback. Can be We can analyze our customer feedback and rating to judge overall satisfaction. Okay, so let's do it. Analyze customers feedback for judge overall satisfaction and overall satisfaction. Okay, now first of all we'll have to select average rating. Okay, yeah, then we'll have to select as average. Okay, average customer rating. Okay, then we have from drivers. So basically we are doing the average of drivers feedback. Okay, yeah, now learn this code, right? Yeah, so we can run this code. So as here you can see that the average customer rating is this. So basically this is the whole rating of the Uber app, which is given by the customer to the Ola, to sorry, my bad, to Uber and their driver. So this this 4.6 rating shows us that the Uber is the market leader in the United States, and as it's expanding to its whole world, the with the rating of 4.6 is very impressive. And in this video we saw some presentation regarding Uber and this and their analysis, and we have also done some query related to it. Okay, so now we can wind up this video. Thank you so much for listening to me, and this was all about from my side. So thank you so much.